dragon hashtag. Should be that one. Flipped around. That does mean that this needs to be H. And if that's hashtag, that needs to be Z. So this needs to be HZ. Like that. Yep. 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 Okay. So if that's done like that, this needs to be dark dragon and something, and light H and something. Dark dragon. Dark dragon and the YZ, light H and the YZ. Oh, but those wouldn't match colors then, would they? Huh. Maybe you don't have to match colors? Some of them you do and some you don't. It's really hard to tell the difference. Okay, double dragon. Okay, this one says this row either needs to be a dragon or a YZ. Okay, so this needs to be dragon YZ, right? Apply. So this has to be YZH. There it is. Jesus, could not find it. Literally the first one. Alright, so this, if that's correct, this is correct. Now we go over here. Okay, this needs to either be hashtag YZ or hashtag dragon. Let's see what we've got. Hashtag YZ. We don't have a hashtag dragon. Just flip that over. So this needs to be YZ and Z. Like that. Also flip that. Then this needs to be hash. I either have hash H or hash Z. And I don't know which. So this needs to be Z and something else. Okay, Z and then either Z dragon or H. Z dragon or H. Z and Z. Z and dragon. Let's do Z and Z, I guess, for now. And we'll see how that plays out. Because there's Z Dragon here, which could be this piece that's actually Z Dragon both. Right? Okay. Then this would need to be Dragon H. Do we have a Dragon H? We do have a Dragon. Okay. We have two Dragon H's. That needs to be flipped. This needs to be H and lines. H and hashtag, which we do have. Flipped. And then this needs to be H and something, and then hashtag and something. Yo, let's go! Okay. Every once in a while my chat just blinks and I don't know why. My little chat window will be like, blink, blink, and I think someone's typed something, so I keep looking over, but still the same thing. A Fauchard. Rushlight. My chat just bolts. Blinks. Blinks. Plus 11. Wait. This radiant nullifying Fauchard successfully charges. When you charge at an enemy, they gain spell resistance equal to 11 plus their character level. Damn. So like 31. If I charge with this, I would get plus 31 spell resistance for 3 rounds. Fuck. Another elven note. Alright.
Move out.
I wonder if that's all the elven notes. Did I miss a slab out here? I don't see one, but I have one in my inventory still. Is it scrolled all the way down? It is scrolled all the way down. Because I see, when you guys just chatted, I saw those immediately. But like every 2 minutes or so, it'll just be like... I think it's refreshing to see if there's an updated chat, but it jumps more than it needs to. Oh, Lord. What does this even mean? 2/3 full, 1/3 full. Well, let's save here. Is this 1/3 full? Like this? 0, 0? This 0, 0? Why are these zeros and this one full? You looked up a guide for these? I'm guessing since these two are touching, these two need to be full on the end here, and then it would depend on... Get out of the way. Lamb, come here. It depends on the orientation of these things, I think. So like, this is empty and this is empty, so this one should be empty. This one is full, so this one will be full, but I don't know whether the middle will be full because I don't know the orientation of this. Is it like dominoes? I don't know, because all of the puzzles have had different rule sets, and they don't teach you what the rule sets are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there's exactly the number I need. Let's save here first. And then see if I can put down a... I'm going to put down a 2/3. What? What the fuck does the blue have to do with anything? Okay, if these two and these two match up from here, right? Going this way. What the fuck? Okay, so this is Z and YZ. There's YZ. There's a Z, there's a Z, there's a YZ. Z, Z, Z. Ah! What the hell? Alright, let's see if I can find an explanation as to how to do this. Heart of Mystery. This is funny. When you go to, like, just like anything on the internet, you go to some place and trying to find a hint, and you get one of two people, and that's all the kind, that's the only kind you actually get, is one of two people. And it's either these puzzles are dog shit, don't even bother with them, just Google it, or it's, if you guys can't figure it out, you're too stupid to play a game. I've never understood why people on the internet are such idiots, are such, like, douchebags. Huh. All right. I'm just using an answer because basically everyone is like, don't even try it. It's like, this one should be 2/3. This one is full. This one is full. This one is 2/3. This one is full. This one here is 2/3. This one here is 2/3. This one here is full. And then the rest are 1/3. And they automatically align themselves properly? I don't really understand how that works. Apparently you're supposed to, like, the explanation I saw was like, you're supposed to solve all the previous puzzles, right? Get the bottles. So I had done everything up till this point. Then they were like, you're supposed to go somewhere with Nenio, and there's symbols on the wall, and the symbols correspond to numbers, and then you use the numbers and the symbols, and you write them down, and then you come back here, and you have to do like algebra with the symbols that are on the floor to figure out what the numbers align to. And then I don't know how that equates to whether it's 1/3 or 2/3 full, but they're just like, that answers the thing. And I'm just, what? All right, everybody, get in the center. We're going into this passageway, whatever it does. I did the other 4 outline puzzles manually, like by myself. Once I just learned how the rules were for these side things. But this one, I don't even know how anybody's gonna fucking figure that shit out. You'd have to be like dedicated as hell. It's one of the consistent criticisms this gets. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. It's just finding some website that explains to you what that logical explanation is going to be difficult. What the fuck? Areshkagal. It's a Sphinx slash chimera, kind of? Not really. Mostly a sphinx. It's just a sphinx with a snake for a tail, which is unique. One most worthy, you are late. The sphinx is... Oh, it is a sphinx. Its voice is tranquil and unchanging. Her masked gaze stares out indifferently. We've been waiting for you a long time, and the age of the Earthfall has ended, and along with it our patience. The secrets of creation will remain unknown. Leave. I've solved your puzzles. Who is here? You are not the one most worthy. You are not the one for whom we've waited. How dare you intrude in our lair and try to discover our secrets? Who are you waiting for? We're waiting for the one who is most worthy. The one who will solve the puzzles, the one who has refused to follow their kin, the one who's survived the Earthfall, the one to whom we will give our mask and name as our avatar. Not for you. Who are you? We are the will of the great Areshkagal, the demon lord, the faceless sphinx, and the mystery of Enigma. We are a projection of her will. We are the gatekeeper entrusted to opening the door to eternity for one who is most worthy. You don't seem to see me. Are you blind? He falls silent for a wonder, pondering. We have been waiting here for far too long. We have fallen into disrepair. Bluff 44. You are wrong. I am the one who is most worthy, the one for whom you've been waiting. Succeeded. He ponders in confused silence. Silence drags on. Long minutes passed. Wait more. 10 minutes. Wait more. The one who is most worthy is here, but it is not the one who's worthy who speaks. How can the most worthy one speak if they are not here? How can the voice of the most worthy one be present if the most worthy one is absent? The Sphinx silently disappears before your eyes as if she was never there. Ancient, you look at the ghost expectantly, but he is silent and motionless. He seems stunned, unable to comprehend what has happened. Then suddenly, he springs into action. With one swift movement, he grabs the mask and rips it off his face. This is the first time you've seen the ghost's face. He looks pale and haggard, but his dark eyes burn with stubbornness and strength. I've been imprisoned by that cursed Sphinx for thousands of years, and now I am finally free. There will be no more encounters with wandering travelers. I will never again have to lure them into a trap with the promise of great mysteries. I must reward you for your freedom, adventurer. Although I have been dead for 1,000 years, I was once a thief, and a good thief has always some loot stashed away. Take this, Mask of the Most Worthy. You did not gain access to the secrets of creation, but you have given me the gift of freedom. I was once known as Kaini the Stubborn, Thief of Secrets. Oh, bro, thank you for relieving me. This is the storyteller's friend. You're Kinney? Kinney the Thief? You're the one who escaped the enslavement of the Cyclopses and hid from them in the abyss? An elf called the Storyteller told me about you. He said you were his friend. Storyteller, I do not know anyone by that name, but I believe I know the person you were talking about. My friend, the one I betrayed. Can it be that he still lives? If what you say is true, I am sad that we have not had a chance to meet. My time in the material plane is coming to an end. I can feel my life slipping away. Your friend is alive. Is there anything you wish for me to tell him? Anything I want you to tell him? What is there to say? That I regret what I did to him? That I thought I'd do it again? That I never had a better friend? Tell him that in all my life, I never had anything more delicious than the spice mulled wine we used to drink together in his tower. Now that you are no longer bound by the spell, can you tell me why you were captured? What purpose did you serve in Aresh Kagal's plan? They forced me to play this game of questions and answers with travelers, but she never told me the reason for my imprisonment. I can only tell you my theory. I think that all of this, the riddles, the talking ghosts that appear in strategic locations, they were designed to whet the curiosity of those who reached for the unknown. In other words, it was bait, and the bait was to lure them here. The ghost falls silent and then says in a low voice, "It is possible that she had another goal in mind. The faceless Sphinx finds pleasure in subduing powerful seekers of knowledge, and my friend, the one you call the Storyteller, was a powerful archmage like no other. Perhaps Aresh Kagal believed that he would enter the heart of mystery to save me. Should the promise of great knowledge fail to sway him, I would be the perfect bait to lure him into the trap. If that was her plan, things did not go the way she had hoped. Even the most cunning demon lords make mistakes. What will happen to you now? Who knows? I've been a prisoner in a horrible demon lord for 1,000 years now. I will join the River of Souls like everyone else. Will I join the River of Souls like everyone else? Will I stand trial before Pharasma? If I do stand trial, where will I be sent? I do not know the answers to any of these questions, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever happens, it cannot be worse than what I've already suffered. Your freedom awaits. Farewell. Farewell to you too.
Head on! I lead, you follow. Battles await.
A lot of these games, not all of them, but a bunch of them have really insane secrets that you have to do stuff exactly correctly for like hundreds of hours of gameplay just to get like this weird, obscure ending. I'm not that surprised by that. I'm just more surprised by
Onwards!
well, I don't know why I'm surprised then. I shouldn't be surprised. I guess there's just more stuff in these Pathfinder games that the developers intended to be, you know, borderline impossible than I initially anticipated. You know, whatevs. Alright, let's go talk to the architect. Seems like a smart move. Nope, not manage. I want to go to the streets. We'll talk to him about his friend. We'll see if I have all the elven papers necessary to jog his memory. I have 2 or 3 of them, I think. Looks like I have 3. I found a page that might interest you. Thanks. He clenches the page he brought. His voice becomes a bit younger. Everything is ready for the merging of the planes. Baphomet's runes are drawn on the floor of the laboratory. The purple flame of the heart of the tower. This is what I call the crystal now. It's pulsating under the influence of these secret spells. If I stop to think about it, the pulsating flames echo the beating of my heart. But I don't want to think. It took me so long to decide. If I think for a moment, I might stop. I chose the Abyss as the plane to merge with Galarian. This is the last gift to my former friend who was concerned about the imminent destruction of the plane, whose fate I will tie to the dying Galarian. Truth be told, I am not completely sure I will succeed. There's another reason to choose the Abyss. Hardly anyone will grieve if it suddenly shares Galarian's fate. Acrid smoke of burning chemicals stings my nose. My eyes are watering. I haven't rested for several days. I take a step back, and I almost trip over an empty wine bottle. I came to the end of my supplies days ago, but regardless, my mind is clear and my thoughts are sharp. I stare into the heart of the tower and whisper the magic command. Time to begin. How long has it been since you saw your friend? A year? 2? 10? I didn't keep track. And what does it matter now? I spent all of my time working. I checked and double-checked every line of the spell, every symbol. I'm almost sure the merging will be a success. Do you know anything about what happened to Kenny? He is of no longer any interest to me. He is a traitor. He betrayed me and our dream. But I still miss him sometimes. I miss the times when we were captivated by our idea and each other. When I enjoyed respect in Alashinria. When someone needed my advice and service. Who would have thought that 17 years spent in the Abyss would be my most cherished memories? Symbol to symbol, word to word, gesture to gesture, the merging begins. I feel the wind of the Abyss on my face and smile. I can do it. I will do something no one else has done before. I am the last great archmage of Kyanan. But now is not the time to relax. I must keep my mind away from idle thoughts. Thoughts are also important in my experiment. My lips read one spell, my hands weave another, and I say a third in my mind. I feel pain as if I'm being torn in half. My essence, my entire being, my identity is about to change, filled with the energies of the Abyss. I will not stop being a Galarian. I will become a new creature, half elf and half demon, a stranger to both planes. The fabric of the world grows thin between my eyes. I see legions of demons gnawing at each other, ripping each other's throats. I see the minotaurs of the Ivory Labyrinth sitting around the fire, honing their giant axes. I inhale the forgotten smell of Alushinria's sewage. I hear the impertinent buzzing of locusts from the rasping rifts. I raise my hand to complete and merge the connection, Galarian and the Abyss forever. As if on cue, demons, minotaurs, and even locusts turn to me. They freeze before the path opener. I hear Dascari's whisper and Baphomet's loathsome grin. I feel Nocticula's curiosity and attention. The demons are ready to invade Galarian, to torment and kill everything that didn't perish in Earthfall. They will degrade the remains of the world until nothing is left. Is that what I really want? My hand freezes. Do you want to stop the merging? I understand. All this time I was deceiving Kinney and myself. I never wanted to save Galarian. The perishing empires of my world are just empty words for me. I was not interested in the lives of those who would be lost. Lives taking its course, people are born and die. Kingdoms rise and fall to ashes, and even gods have their final day. Those are the laws of the world, and it's not for me to oppose them. However, not a single life pauses without a trace. Not a single person disappears completely. While the memory of them lives, while their culture, language, and art remain, civilization lives as well. I never wanted to save the people of Galarian. I only wanted a handful of survivors to keep the memory of Galarian alive. When the demons invade Galarian, they will destroy the very moment of it. They will burn whatever is not burned and desecrate what can't be burned. Their invasion spells death for Galarian, and I almost destroy something that must never perish. The purple flame of the heart of the tower burns my eyes. I carefully lower my hand, allowing the spells to disperse. I almost destroyed Galarian in my pride. I could have put an end to my world just to become the path opener, to prove my title of the last Archmage of Kyanan. Even if only to myself, I don't know what to say in my defense. Are you going to open the world wound? He doesn't seem to hear you. I understand. Yep. 6. Okay, he says the same thing regardless of what you chose. Thank you for your stories. Thank you for helping me remember them. I bring word from Kinney, your friend. His soul was being held by Aresh Kagal all these millennia, but I helped him break free. He asked me to tell you that the warmed, spiced wine you two used to share in the tower was the best wine he had drank in his entire life. Kinney, my friend, after all this time, I never expected to hear your name, to hear a word from you. I didn't think this would still matter to me after so many years, and yet I'm glad, touched, saddened? I cannot make sense of what I'm feeling. He remembered the wine. We oftentimes sat there on the balcony tower. I apologize, but I'm not willing to continue this discussion. It's too personal. But thank you for helping Kinney find peace. Alright, cool. Alright. So I got a mask. The cursed mask grants its wearer plus 20 insight bonus on all saving throws. Damage reduction 5 against anything. Fast healing 2. Plus 10 insight on concentration checks. The mask doesn't work against Aresh Kagal's followers, and its wearer suffers a minus 6 penalty on all saves and AC while in Aresh Kagal's domain. Unequipping the mask is only possible after casting a remove curse spell on the wearer and passing a DC 21 check. Okay. Still don't know why I have this red symbol slab. Who knows? Alright, save. Alright.
Head on!
The tower shield. See you later, Adam. Have a good one, man. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah. Outpost is gonna take 5 more days. Surge. Alright, I want to go... There's Land's place. This is for Sela. This is for Darren. Let's go to Sela's place first.
Make your peace.
I lead. You follow.
Okay. Simple enough. Okay.
I know you've been...
Uh.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
I will resist.
Me. Make every strike count. Onwards!
Alright, now we'll rest here. Finally here. This whole time I've been so worried, I just can't stop thinking about the stolen souls. Greeting, Commander. Elan greets you with the discipline of a soldier. He's calm and composed, and his voice is steady. I kept watch just as you instructed. They definitely kept the trapped souls here. I've seen the jewelry myself, but the place is well guarded. We'll have to fight our way inside. Yeah, and it won't be such a small skirmish. It seems like every surviving cultist fled from the wound after they lost in Canabras and Dresden. What are we up against? Looks as though the place belongs to Baphomet creeps. I knew it. I knew it was one of their schemes. It was too elaborate to be Deskarites. Well, it looks like we're up against cultists, demons, the usual. The huge. There's one more thing I should mention. Derek Sunhammer is here. I saw him at the entrance of the cave. He had the trapped souls with him, or rather the jewelry that contains the trapped souls. He was looking at the different pieces, holding their gemstones up to the light. I think he was admiring his handiwork. It's safe to assume that he's a significant figure within the cult, and that means he's probably a formidable opponent. We'll find the souls. And we'll give those good cultists a thrashing. We'll make those assholes pay for what they've done. I guess we'll have to stay here and stand guard at the entrance so you don't get stabbed in the back. But if you need help, we'll be there straight away. You bet we will. I'll never desert my friends again. For the League of the Inspiring Cart, I'm so happy the both of you are here. We'll save the day together.
It's either us or them.
It's not that big of a map, actually. It's good
You've
news.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Prepare yourself!
Okay, just making sure.
Head on!
I will prove.
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially when I'm around.
I finished here.
I will.
Is there more?
You follow.
I'm prepared. I sense something. I'm glad I was useful to you. I finished here. Is there more?
None shall escape! You won't survive me.
Into the fray! No mercy for the wicked!
Let's hear you cry.
Desna, guide my hand!
Endure this!
I finished here. Is there more?
Move out!
Is that Sunhammer? Yeah. Ah, Master Derek looks as friendly and polite as he did on the day he welcomed you into his jewelry shop. His attire is still rich and exquisite, but he now features a gem-encrusted symbol of Baphomet. A grotesque shadow hovers beside him. A demon, perhaps the same one that stole the jewelry at Elend's wedding. The victorious commander and his valiant companion. I was so certain that you had been swallowed up by the abyss. Oh well, life is full of disappointments. Cultists are so talkative these days. Why don't we just skip the heart-to-heart and get down to business? The mythic Marauder. Why, valiant paladin, don't you want to know what you've already been dealing with this whole time? He's not just a cultist or a demon worshipper. You're talking to the Grand Master of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. Well, I did see Nocticula kill Baphomet. Your lord died at her hands. I'm fully aware of the Lady in Shadow's capabilities. Forgive me for being blunt, but you have not told me anything I don't already know. I do not mourn my master's temporary demise. His defeat is nothing more than a setback. We may be forced to retreat, but like the tide, we will always return. However, even the permanent death of Lord Baphomet would not sway me from my beliefs. Do you know why the Abyss is so beautiful? It spawns new beasts to replace the old. It sustains itself in an endless cycle, the unchanging sum of chaos and evil. It will never cease to exist. If Lord Baphomet meets his end, it will simply find myself a new master. Alright, I'm just gonna kill him. Are you in a hurry to die? Well, you'll hear no objection from me.
Make every strike count.
Make your peace.
Alright, she's dead.
Run them through!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I will resist! Killing is what I was made for.
Out of my way!
No glory without
Master Derek Sunhammer is gravely wounded, but he does not lose his composure. He remains calm and dignified. It seems that I have made a mistake. I should not have fought you. Still, I do not regret taking the risk. He turns to Sela and there's a malevolent gleam in his eyes. You may have the commander by your side, but look at yourself, Paladin. Look at those you've taken under your wing. Your friends are a thief, a coward, and a stubborn oaf. You couldn't unite them or inspire them to great deeds. On the contrary, you made everything worse. Yet here you are now, blaming me for everything that has happened as if it is all my fault. Somehow I am responsible for all your woes. My evil plans and schemes have ruined your lives. You believe that if you could just rid the world of evil people like me, it would become a paradise. Life will be fair and just, and everyone will be joined together in the bonds of friendship. Is it over? Have we removed the evil? Why that cultist scum? Even on death's door, he was still spewing venom. Wait, we won, right? We've completed our mission? It doesn't matter. He tried to poison our souls, but his words mean nothing. He is lost. Commander Sela? I spoke harshly to you before. I said things that I regret, but I should never have doubted you. This victory would not have been possible without your help. Don't pay attention to him. He's a cultist. Why would you believe anything he says? You're right. We'll discuss this later. I mean, he is also right, but it doesn't matter because we didn't think killing him would turn the world into a paradise. Sela picks up the bowl of jewelry and pours the contents into a pouch. Inside the bag, the gemstones gleam ominously. We have the souls. I'll keep them with me until we reach Dresden. Let's go. I don't want to stay here any longer.
I'm losing my temper. Head on!
I'm glad I was useful to
I
you.
lead. You follow. All this waiting bores me.
A bright future awaits us.
Blue. Red. Yellow.
Rely on me.
Let's move already.
Ooh, a different helmet.
I finished here. Is there more?
No one stands in my way.
What's this? Gnawing magic. Whenever the wearer of this headband of intelligence +6 casts a spell that affects an enemy, the wearer gains +1 to checks made to overcome spell resistance, and the enemy suffers -1 to attack and defense, as well as saving throws for 3 rounds. The effect stacks up to a maximum of 4. That's pretty cool. I think I'd rather have intelligence, charisma, and wisdom +6 rather than just intelligence +6 and a couple of like niche side bonuses. Alright, so that's not completely done. I still need to go back to Dresden. But I get the feeling that's not the only one I have to go back to Dresden for, so...
Do not cease! Do not waver!
Elephant.
Prepare yourself!
Die!
You won't survive.
Onwards!
Okay, we're gonna have to switch Darren out. The soldiers are concerned about the working of a suspicious clockmaker. He heals crippled fighters by implanting unknown and sinister-looking prosthetics. The troops want to drive away the strange craftsman. Banish him. Take the clockmaker under your protection. All gain +1 reduction of losses feat. Elevate the craftsman. I don't need any of this stuff anymore, but let's take him under my protection, I think. Sinister or not, the prosthetics have allowed many to return to the ranks. Under the commander's patronage, the craftsman who has turned out to be an academium of the Clockwork Cathedral will continue his activities. Nice. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here for tonight, everybody.